right. How are you, everyone? How's everyone doing? Um, we're recording this one because I wanted to take my time with this since it's the body. It's going to be a little bit more intense. And I'm glad you're here with me today in my studio. I'm Mary, of course, your Pittsburgh artist. And please don't forget to hit the like and subscribe button and help my channel grow. And make a comment too. That's always a good thing. I know that it's hard sometimes when you're watching these to make comments, but that really does help with me, with my channel and growth. And of course, you can always join my channel too for added perks, and you can get some free paintings, some prints, whatever step you take in my subscription there. So why don't we get started? Okay, I have my palette over here, and got my water. Hopefully you can see everything okay. Well, I guess you can't because I don't have it set up yet. Right. Let's see if we can get the palette on here. It might take a few seconds here to find the right combination. Or maybe it's just not going to let me do that. Now we got it. Sorry about that. Okay, so what I'm going to start out with, I want to start out and get some of the base in there with the pink. And as you can see, like over in here, it's a little lighter. And there's a lot of light that goes on with this section. So I'm going to start out with some green, some pinkish shade. Let me see. I do believe I'm going to use some alizarin crimson for this. And I have like a golden alizarin and some white. Let me just wet my paints here. Wet my brushes a little. All right, so I'm going to take some white because we're going to be using quite a bit, actually. White. I'm going to get a little bit of the raw sienna. I don't know if you can see me mixing this. Just a little tad here. And just a smidgen of this alizarin just to see. I want to get like a pinkish beige shade. And that just looks perfect to me. All right. So what we're going to do here, we're just going to go in I'm going to just kind of make little marks here. And then it's going to dry some. Keeping some of this dark around here, I want to do that. But this hair is kind of all going this way. I'm just making very light strokes here. Then we have some that's a little darker up and through here. So I'm going back into my sienna here. A little bit darker with what's on my brush. Not making any change to it at all. Just kind of getting that a little darker through here and over here. Matter of fact, I could probably even go darker, get some of that umber in my brush. Might be best. Because then we're just going to kind of go over that with a lighter beige shade. Even down in through here it can be. Just wanting a little bit of dark in through here and in through here. Now, this looks like it's more of a pinkish shade, so I'm just going to kind of keep it that way right now. And all this is more gray, and there's more pink in there through here. So let's, I'm going to wipe my brush off. I'm just going to wipe it off and go back into that pink mixture. Kind of come through here like that. I'm going to hold my brush a little further back too. So I'm just kind of using like a little bit of a dry brush to do this. Some of it here. His hair is going all kinds of funny ways here. I guess somebody's out there sawing something. I've got everything kind of like started from the under base here, and that's important because we got a lot of this in. He's quite a fluffy little dog. Now I'm going to go into some of my, I think that was burnt sienna that I was using before. This is my raw sienna. And I'm going to kind of go in here with a little bit of that. Well, maybe I need to go into that other one, because there's a lot of dark going on down here through here. Same thing here a little bit. Just getting some of that brownish shade in there. It's really dark in through here. Some in through here also. Getting that shade. Just working with my paints. Very dark right in through here, because this is like his toe area, his nails. Same in here. Let's get that really dark so I can get the nails in pretty nicely. Okay, oh, he's starting to shape up. All right, so let's see. Mix a little bit more of this. Some white. That's my burnt sienna. Make these here. Now you can't really see that yet, but once I add a lighter shade, it'll start to pop out. You got to keep this a little bit darker in through here. Then I'll get like maybe a round brush and kind of just get that hair in there. All the dogs are barking now. once Grumpy starts, they all kind of get going. Okay, so I'm going to rinse this brush out. And I'm going to go making this a little lighter. Kind of want that, like that beige in there. But I do want a little bit of pink also. Just a tad. Ooh, that's a little too much, really. Yeah, alizarin crimsons, especially golden, I guess they're kind of a little bit much there. Okay. Now, let's see. I'm going to take my little liner, kind of go in here. Let's see what we can make out of this here. We can get some little hairs. Not being too. Get that a little wetter. It's a little too light for that area. So I'm going to get this. Just going to keep layering it. Tinging a little tint. It's really light in here. So just want to get those little hairs in there. It's almost blurred out through here. So that's interesting. And it's pretty kind of light. It picks up a lot of light here. Some here. Just kind of. Wondered what you thought of my background. My new background. I'd like to hear from you in the comments to see what you think of that. Okay, let me get back into this and a little bit of this. Kind of almost drawing these in. It's just just add a tad of orange even, just because it's kind of orangish pink down through here. Right in this area, it's real light. So I'm just going to get some of those little pieces in there and then go in with some white. It's a lot darker through here. The dog's hair goes in every which way you can imagine. Get some of this lighter right in here. It's real light. And it's definitely lighter in through here. Pretty light in through here, and then it kind of, there are some darker pieces, but kind of goes into this just a little bit more here. This is the only time that you make little strokes, because normally I don't do this. I don't really put each little stroke in, but you just, with the background in there, and you just make them a little fluffy kind of looking. Normally when I do hair, it's not like this. And this is all going this way. How about that? It's all going upwards. Some comes down, then most of this is going upwards. And this is coming around here. Of course, you got his little toes that are coming through here too. All of this is going upwards. Now, let's get a little dark. I'll put a little bit of brown in there. Through here. Let me get a little bit darker here. Just a little bit. Get his little toes in. There it comes in. This one's very close. And there's hair. Some hair that's kind of going this way. Some of that pinker shade. Get a little bit more pink here. In through here. And right in here, it's kind of dark. So let me get that dark in there. Just in through here, and that will cover that up with some of the other. His hair is coming all around here. Ooh, maybe too much on there. Get some of this shade here. Yeah, you just kind of got to go back and forth and get different shades in, like as if you're doing a person's hair. Kind of gets that. Just covered up his toe. In a second. His toe is sort of like a nice brown shade here. Just kind of little nails. Little nails there. Okay, so I got to go over this a little bit with some lighter. Just kind of got lost there. Okay. And we'll add a little bit of highlights on some of these as we get finished. Get closer to. I think he's looking so sweet. He's so cute. But with that underpainting, that pops out everything starts to pop out. It really looks cool, you know. Um, Let me see here. I want to get that green in too. Let's see here. Right in here. Yeah. Okay. There we go. This could be probably a little bit better here. It's just like we're doing like a glaze there. Same with here. So those lines, we don't want those lines showing there. So it's kind of like watered down paint to make a glaze. You can use a glazing liquid if you like. I just prefer putting water, a little bit of water mixture, and it really makes a difference. Okay. Okay, he's looking so adorable. All right, so now let me just go into the little heart thing that's on him. And that's sort of like an alizarin crimson with some brown. So I'm just using that raw umber and that alizarin. It's his little heart. Let me get that a little wet. Actually, right here would be best. Much better. All right, let's see here. I can see why they gave him a heart. He's so adorable. He's just precious. Okay. Wiping that off. Now this here is a little bone thing, and then there's a little silver thing that holds it all together. So I'm going to mix up some gray. That's a black and white. And it's going to be quite light. Okay, and his little bone. Little. And there's a little ring. Wow, this is hard. This little bit is hard. Okay. So there's this little ring, but there's like a little bit red here. And then another bit that comes down. I think then a darker gray. This is all attached to his little collar. And I'm going to start that off with some black. It just comes down right about here. And we're going to outline that other one. Can outline this. Possibly just a little wet here, just to get that flowing better, like an inconsistency, because it's hard to just get it around here like a little. Right here. Here. Okay, let's get that alizarin. I'm going to just go straight in with alizarin here. And this hair has a little tinge, just a little bit of a tinge here. It's darker. If you can see that, it's darker. Okay. And I've got some of this here. It's going to come around straight on down here. And that. It's just going to connect to this. And we're going to get a little white to give it a little bit of a glow. Oh, that's pretty good. Here, here, and then here, here. Okay, and I think right in here also. And just a little tinge of one right here. Possibly right in here. Just a tad. All right. Now around that, we have to make that a little darker because that's not showing that well. So just going to go into my brown, kind of. Okay, now we'll go back into our pink brown here and get some hair in here. So let's get back to our hair placement here and keep going. I want to get some pink and gray. Let's see what we can do here. Make that like a pinkish gray. Put a little white in here. Because it's sort of darkish down through here, and I just want to keep that dark. He is gorgeous, though. Isn't he cute? He is adorable. He's just so cute. So what I'm doing is I'm picking up white and this shade here so that when I do this, it variegates a little bit. We want some light in here, but we don't want a lot of light. Just enough to give it a little bit of oomph here. That we know like the edges of the hair have a little bit of a highlight. And usually on the edges, because it will be lighter, the hair picks up the light on the edges here. So we'll just add a little bit of light here, just a tad. Except through in here, don't want that. But there are some light pieces in through all this. I just want to get a couple little pieces that are kind of lighter. Get some of this that's a little bit lighter in through here. Also, since it is going that way, get some of these. To get a little tad of just some darker here. Just to give it, that we know there's some hair there that is dark. I'll blend it better. All right, I'm going to stand back so I can see how this looks. Oh yeah, it does look adorable. But okay, so on the right hand side, I want to get some of those hairs coming out so it doesn't look so straight. So we need to get a couple hairs out. Let's see, I think what I'm going to do is use this brush here just to kind of tap it in maybe. Here we go. This way it doesn't look so straight. Let's kind of get some of those to come out like that. Up here it's dark, so it doesn't matter. We have some of this here. Let's get some white. I don't know if we'll be able to get that in here. This with that. And too chunky. Lightly pull it. Pull it down a little bit. Let me see how that's better. Oh yeah, that gave it a little bit more oomphies. Well, I think we have our dog done. He is so cute. He is adorable. Very cute. I'd like to hear your comments, what you think. Hopefully you like it. Hopefully you can paint it. If you have any questions, just add them in there. I'll be happy to answer anything. And okay, hi everyone. I'm back here. I wanted to go back onto this painting because as I was looking at it, I noticed there's a lot of pink that's showing through. Although this dog does have pink, it kind of doesn't match with the top part. So I'm going to kind of like make this a little bit more beige in here. He's very cute, but I think I'm going to kind of get more beige shades in. There are some, and I'll just stick in some darker shades. Maybe that'll help. I just want to get rid of that total pink because when you're looking at it, it doesn't really line up with that. And I want to fix this little thing here. I think that should be a little lighter. It kind of dried a little darker. This might have to be a little darker also. So I got some work here to do. And we're going to start with that. So just to finish it up, I'm going to get a little water on my brush here. Also some paper towels. Running out. Yeah, it just had that pinkish cast to it. So I thought, well, you know what? We might have to just go into some of this sienna. And let's see how it looks. Kind of glaze over some of these areas that are darker. And it might help, you know. And we'll put some lighter browns in here. Okay, let's get some white. We'll mix a little bit of white with that shade there. Kind of go over now with the lighter shades. Kind of would like to get more in that area there too, a little bit darker, but it does have that light coming into it. But I think that if I get this dark enough, it'll show better. Definitely have that there. Then it's more like a grayish color, so we'll go into that. But I think this will be better. I really do. Get a little bit more of that gray tone. I think I'm going to use a little bit of this. That's that, oh, what is it? I forget it. Forget the name of it. That's not good. But I did list all those colors when I started. This is a little too light. Get a little darker. Gray. Even up in here, it's like gray. Much darker. All right, now I'm going to go back into my lighter sienna. May have to get some more white on my palette, but okay, let's see here now. Okay. Got a lot on here. Okay. So this might just help to like give it a little bit more pizzazz instead of looking so pink. I know this dog has a lot of pink in the photo, but it doesn't look right to me. Because this is darker. This dog has darkness up through here. And then it does get more pink. Tones underneath are more pink. So, okay. I'm going to cover up that gray because I need that in there. It's almost like a ruffly effect here. The dark kind of being right in here, like it is showing here. A little darkness through here. Definitely lots up and through here. All right. There's much here, so I'm going to get the littler brush. I'll figure this one out. And the more I look at his collar, it's more orange, so I'm going to grab some orange. Get this in here. Just kind of go over it a little bit. The orange. Okay. There's like a dark line right underneath his collar. Just gonna put that in there. Something that just divides out a little bit. And there's even like hair that goes up in here. You know, a real dark area in there. So I'm going to get some of this and put it right in here. Isn't too dark, is it? Let's get a little of that Payne's gray. That's what it is, Payne's gray. Let's get that in there. Darken it up a little. Like a little shadow in here. Sorry if you can't see. I apologize. Some of these hairs come down into that. Maybe grab a little bit of the darker umber here. So it is kind of dark in through here. Comes down. And then there's this darkness right in through here. And then the light comes down on top of that. A little bit of light in there. So let me just grab some white. Because what I have on my brush should help. Get a little bit of okay, now I'm going to start pulling some hairs out and through here, just lightly. Pull those hairs. His hair goes in so many directions. It's like, wow. There's a bunch that goes this way. I'm kind of just dry brushing on top of that, those shades. I'm going to pick up some more white. And although this is a white, almost white, I did dip it in a little bit of the umber, or the sienna, you know. It's very light down in here. It's going to get a little bit more white. And I'm just using a number, I think this is number 6. It's a Creative Mark Power Curl, but I don't know what. This is almost like a flat. Kind of a little bit away from me there. Very light on the edge here. Little highlights in through there, but not a lot. Okay, here's where I'm going to go get the liner brush. Going into the white with the liner brush, just getting some finer hairs here. Kind of squiggle down like that. Trying to follow some of the dark patterns in here. Put your lights and darks right close to each other, and that'll kind of give it a little bit of dimension too. Okay, let's see here if we can get this the way it should be. Same here. Let's follow some of those dark pieces. Give it a little bit of pizzazz. Really, you don't have to put a lot of them in here, just enough to kind of show that it's he's a little hairy. Okay, and through here, I'm just going to put some finer lines through here. Or some lighter ones. Especially right in here, there's like quite a few. a lot of paint on this, which I really don't want. You can see what happens with a lot of paint. It doesn't do what you want it to do. Now the rest of these little things here are more like on a beigeish side, but I'm just going to put a few highlights in anyway. There's like a little S that comes around here. A bunch of little pieces. You having fun barking, Grumpy? Mm-hmm. All right, let me go into some of that lighter color that we made before. I'll try to get some of those lines in here. Covering up some of that pink. I guess this could be a little bit lighter. There's this cute little curl right here. Right here. Curly little curly cues. Some up here too. Upside down. You here. Okay, so I still have to get something going on in here, even though it's going to be some of these little poofy things. Maybe I need more white into that because it is a lighter, very light. Not as light as some of the others, but still light enough that you still see the gray. But you also see some of these little tiny hairs here that are just right in that area. Keeping that heavier shade in there. I think this is pretty good now. I think I just want to get a little bit more into here. He's just a curly little dog, you know. Get a little bit of water in that. Make it easier to blend. Okay, things that come up here. Same here. All right, so what I want to do now is just kind of like fix his little metal there. Okay, looks like it's a little bit less dark. So I'm going to go over this a little bit. It's too light. You okay, Sally? What did you hit? Hmm? Oh, that's not good. Okay, let's get the little. Okay, and then around this little thing here, it's kind of red. So I'm going to get into my Alizeri and just straight. Let's see if I can get that water down a smidge. And yeah, I'll see how this works here with a little bit of an outline. All right. And it's kind of a little dark in through there, so I'm going to put a little bit of the raw umber. This way it kind of gives a little shadow. And then we'll put some highlights in there. Really, it should be more gray, I think. Let's do that. Let's get some of that gray up in here. Right into, oh, that's too light, too light. Too light. Okay, we're going to go in here with this. Right in here. I think my light's starting to go. What's in here? I'm just giving it that. And we'll put some highlights in there too. It just seemed like it needs to have a little bit more oomph here around in that area. Some of that brown in there too. All right, so let's go back to the light shade of brown. So now there's like a cute little S here, so I want to try to get that in there. A little S shaped. And more in through there. Okay. has to dry a little bit. Paint dries so fast, especially in the summer. It just it's hard to. Definitely have to get that little S in there, but this is like taking too long to dry. I think we've come a long way here. I think it's almost shaken up. We'll just have to get this little bit of hair in here. Once I get that in, I think we'll have it pretty well done. Got that the way I wanted, the little tag. He's pretty cute now. That got a lot of this pink out of here. I wanted to do that. This is the only painting I ever put each hair in. It's just a different, because of the dog, the way he is. I mean, he has to have that extra. It's starting to come out. It's starting to get there. Okay, that one area over there, I do want to get that a little bit better because it looks like it's just that big clump of nothing there. So we'll just go in with a little bit. I can kind of blend it a little bit better. Take that down a little bit. his toes. I'm just going to kind of get this a little more highlighted right in here. You know, it's his toes. Okay, let me step back here a minute and see how it looks. Oh yeah, he looks much better. He's not as pink. And he looks a lot fluffier too. Yeah, that was bothering me. You know, I knew that he needed a little bit more or something. Okay. Right in here, it's kind of white. There he goes. And through here, I think we could have a little bit more hair. Maybe some lighter, just a little bit lighter hair in some spots. Not a lot, just a little bit. Okay, I think I probably could continually work on this, but I think that's better than it was because I was really, like, it just didn't match the top. I had too much pink, even though the pink undertones are there. I didn't want it to be off from the, you know, hair on top, but he's adorable. He's so cute. I really like it. Very nice. So I hope you enjoyed this. Sorry it took me back onto it again. I didn't want to just leave it pink. Let me see if I can just get the channel on here. Channel 1 here. Just push number 1. You can see it a little bit better. Yeah, and then all you have to do is sign it. I did sign it. I used the pen, but I think I'm going to go over it a little darker. But I do like him. He's adorable to me. He's really cute. He is very cute. So if you have any questions, or if you're doing this and you need a little extra help on how I did it, just mention it in the comments, and I'll be really happy to help you. And by all means, please, if you like this video, give me a thumbs up and make some comments, because you can't believe how that helps my channel. I appreciate you watching. Sorry it took so long, but I'm a pain when it comes to stuff. I want it to look good. So even if it's just learning, but you have to do what you have to do. Stay, like, if you don't like it, just let it sit there for a couple days and then look at it again. And you'd be surprised. You'll just like begin to see like different things that you want to change, you know. And even here, look, I see something else I could probably add to it. Like put some hairs out onto that surface. So it doesn't look so like it ends, you know. Just get it out on this part here so it doesn't look like a line. You don't want the line to show through here. But yeah, I could continuously work on it. That's, you know, sometimes you just have to let it go and call it done. You know what I mean? You just can't continue to work on something, I mean, because you can start to add things and then it gets messed up. So with that being said, just gonna add a couple little hairs down here and maybe some right here, so it does kind of go into the where we're at here, so there's not such a line. It looks more natural. And I hope you enjoyed this painting. I hope you enjoyed painting with me. If you did, hopefully you understand. Now, if you want to have a stencil to trace it, just let me know and I will upload something for you. I do not upload it, but all I ask, if you want any kind of stencils or anything, just join my channel and you'll be happy to give you one. So that helps me with my supplies, and it also just helps, the stations, the channel. So if you can please donate, I'd really appreciate it. If not, just continue to watch. I appreciate that also. So you take care and have a good day, and we'll talk to you soon. Bye now.